The void of space was a silent witness as Celestia's life pod drifted, the sole survivor of an encounter that had reduced his command to smoldering ruins. His ship, once a predator in the vast ocean of stars, was now just another casualty of war. The retrieval unit found him clawing at the confines of his pod, his pride as shattered as the cruisers he'd lost. Hauled back to Eshar space in the ignominy of defeat, Celeste stood before the Eshar High Council, his carapace still stained with the residue of battle. The council chamber, a coliseum of judgment, was thick with the odor of scorched metal and the weight of expectation. "Celeste," High Strategist Lorek began, his voice a sharpened blade of disappointment. "What the fuck happened out there?" Replaying the disaster, Celeste's voice was a rasp of humiliation. "Their ship was archaic," he growled, "yet it wielded a power that gutted us, gutted me like we were nothing." "And the crew?" Lorek pressed, his mandibles twitching in barely suppressed anger. "A bunch of spineless cowards," Celeste spat, his words dripping with contempt. "Taken down by a goddamned antique with a weapon straight out of a damn fairy tale." The council hissed their reproach, a serpentine sound that filled the chamber. The hollow display dimmed, but the memory of defeat lingered like a vengeful ghost. Lorek's eyes were slits of calculation. "You were spared for a reason," he said coldly. "You're to take a stealth vessel, slip into human space, and gather every scrap of intel you can. We can't afford another fuck-up." Celeste's mandibles clenched. "I'll get you what you need," he promised, the words like shards of glass in his mouth. Dismissed, Celeste stormed from the chamber, his every step a reminder of the abyss that now separated him from his former glory. Now, within the cloaked vessel lurking on the fringes of human territory, Celeste watched the screen with predatory focus. "What are you hiding, you primitive scum?" he muttered. The human cruisers bustled about their business, their movements a chaotic dance Celeste was determined to decipher. But then, without warning, the ships adjusted course, their engines flaring as they turned in unison. "There's no way they can see us," Celeste reassured himself, even as a trickle of sweat snaked down his chitin. "Cloak is operational at 100%, the tech officer confirmed, his voice steady but his eyes revealing a flicker of doubt. But the humans continued their approach, deliberate, unwavering, a silent challenge to the dark. Celestia's heart pounded, a drumbeat of impending doom. "Hold steady," he commanded, a growl in the back of his throat. "They can't know we're here." Yet the human ships kept coming, their trajectory too precise, too confident. A surge of panic rose, bitter and sharp. Then the tech officer turned, his face pale, a specter of fear. "Commander, they must be able to see us. Their ships are on a direct intercept course." Celeste's world narrowed to a point. The hunter had become the hunted, and the silent war, a war of shadows and silence, was about to explode into the cacophony of confrontation.